Welcome to day 4 of the challenge. So today we are working on building and beautifying your opt-in forms or opt-in pages. I'll just go into the presentation. So we're going to craft an opt-in page that converts. So we need to understand the elements of what makes a high converting opt-in form and the thank you page. We need to learn to design the opt-in page that aligns visually and functionally with your creative brand, and apply best practices to enhance subscriber conversions. So, importance of opt-in forms. First impressions count. So the opt-in form is often the first substantial interaction with someone has with your brand and with you. It's a conversion driver. A well-crafted opt-in form can significantly increase the likelihood of turning a visitor into a subscriber. So the best practices for a high converting opt-in form is clarity and simplicity. Keep the form simple and the message clear. Limit the number of fields to increase the conversion rates. To get high quality subscribers, you could add other topic related fields or preferences if it's relevant to you and your business and your products. So you could add a birthday field if you send out, let's say, discounts on birthdays. That could be a field that you want to add, but make it clear why they're opting to put that in. Another one you could do is if you have specialized products for different types. So let's go back to the pet portraits. If you do cats and do dogs, or you do other animals, you may put in preferences, add preference fields. So tick if you're a cat owner, dog owner, parakeet owner. So you want to do that if it's relevant to your products and what you're selling. If it's not, try to minimize it to the first name and first name and email address. You can do last name as well, but it's best to do first and email address. Visually appealing design. So ensure the design reflects your brand and appeals to your target audience as well. Make sure it's not cluttered and not with. You can do bright colors, just make sure it's 3 colors max if it's going to be bright. Compelling CTA. Use action-oriented, benefit-focused language. So example, get my free guide instead of submit. Or instead of download here, download the freebie name. Value proposition. So clearly state what the subscriber gains by signing up, such as if you're going to do, let's say, just join my newsletter, you need to make sure that they're signing up for something valuable. So let them know that. So such as join to receive exclusive weekly art tips and hacks directly to your inbox. I would say, unless you are more known and you have more testimonials to back you up, not many people are just going to sign up for weekly art tips and hacks. You want to be offering something because their email address is valuable these days. So you want to be offering something more valuable to them. So the anatomy of an effective thank you page. So immediate acknowledgement. So thank your subscribers right away and confirm their sign up was successful. So let them know that an email is going to their inbox. You need expectation settings, inform them about what will happen next. So check your inbox for your free guide. Further engagement, encourage interaction with other content or follow social media channels. Tell them to whitelist your email address with the email provider that they have. Share incentives, so offer a discount or exclusive content or an extra bonus as a thank you for subscribing. This one is a little bit more advanced, and it also depends on the setup you have with checkouts and things. There are simple ways you can do it with just like a payment checkout with Stripe or PayPal that it goes to, and just do a simple sales page that leads to that you basically create as a thank you page. Some email service providers, when it comes to the thank you page, you can redirect it to a link instead of their own thank you page, and you can create a sales page which has a tripwire offer. So it's optional and it is more advanced, but it's worth doing for a low ticket offer if it's relevant and closely related to that lead magnet. So if, let's say, you're doing brush sets, let's say you're giving away free bundle of digital brushes, you could do a small tripwire offer that teaches them how to create their own digital brushes. See where I'm going? It's linked. So you can use that as a tripwire offer and set it roughly between $7 is a good marker point. So between $7 and $40. I wouldn't go higher. Some people say 50 to 60, and sometimes you can get away with a lot higher. I've bought things that are like 197 as a tripwire offer from a freebie, but it's rare and it has to be very valuable for someone to do that. Obviously, you're going to have a lot less conversions if you're aiming for that. But I would suggest like a very small offer. It just gets them choosing to take another action with you, and they're showing that they trust you, so they can move further on with you and down the journey. So optimizing opt-in forms for conversion. So you want to optimize for mobile. So ensure forms are fully functional and aesthetically pleasing on mobile devices. Most of us have got our mobiles these days. Most of us read emails on mobiles. I get up on sales pages on my mobile, and I've had some where I've looked at it and there's text over other text, and I'm like, I can't read that. So I skip it and then carry on. And if there's another bit, then I'll jump off it because I can't read anything. Then there's also speed and efficiency. So optimize for quick loading times and consider the overall user experience. So a good point for that is if you're using images or high resolution images on your opt-in page, make sure you compress them before adding to the opt-in page. It will help with loading times. And that goes for don't add loads of text as well. Then testing and analytics. So utilize A/B testing if your email service provider provides that. Some do. Well, most do it, but sometimes that's in a higher paying plan. So you need to check your email service provider. But A/B testing is really crucial to understand how you can get better conversions. How many more people can you get signed up just by tweaking the design a little bit or tweaking the wording a bit more? So design checklist for opt-in and thank you pages. You should have the full checklist download in the challenge hub as today's bonus. you can work through that as you're making your opt-in page and your thank you page. So these are just a small snippet. So clear headline that communicates the benefit. Short description or bullet points that detail what's being offered. Attractive visual elements that align with your brand, images, colors, fonts. Make sure it's similar to where they've come from. If it's, so let's say they've been on your website, then you want to make sure that it aligns with the style from your website and the branding and fonts, colors. So they don't feel like they're just being sent to a spam page. Another visual you want to be getting on there as well is mock-ups or images of your freebie and lead magnet. You want minimal form fields, as I've said. So usually name and email, strong call to action button, which needs to be contrasting from everything else, responsive design for all devices, links to further content or social media on the thank you page. Otherwise, it would distract if you have that at the bottom as well, because you want them to just take one action on that form, which is download your freebie and sign up. So set up for tracking conversions through your email service provider or analytics tools. There's obviously tutorials out there you can use for that. I've added example opt-in forms that I've come across that I've either downloaded myself or I thought actually that was really good example. There's this one, which is a storytelling prompt spreadsheet. This is a great example of simplicity. There's not too much there. They have a clear picture, a clear mock-up of what they're providing, which is the front cover within a digital format. You know, they haven't got a huge amount on here. Then they've got it clear. Claim yours free now, normally $17. So this would be for something that you're having as a limited time freebie, which is great to get people on your email list as an incentive. So if you've got something that you would normally have it as paid, offer it for free for a limited time, and it's a great incentive. And then they've even got a look inside, so you get your preview, which is another great way of sticking that on the form example. Get a free print today. Clear. Sign up today to receive my newsletter and enjoy an abstract art printable file. My gift to you as a fellow art lover. Check the spam folder in case you don't get the confirmation email. They could probably do that on the thank you bit. But that is clear. They have an image of what you're getting, unless it's just a mock-up of just a certain one that they found. But it's clear and it's short and sweet and it's enticing. Marisol Evora, so abstract original art. So her sign up is she's not offering anything other than sending emails out that have tips. So it's a space that's full of good stuff, blog posts, resources, the latest collection releases, exclusive offers, updates, and happenings in my art corner of the universe, and so much more. I feel like that's a little bit vague, unless you are really familiar with her work. So I would say possibly not doing that if you're quite small and just starting out, and still provide some kind of lead magnet of value for your subscribers. Obviously, you can have one of these on your site as well as a lead magnet, and you will get a few subscribers, but you won't get as much conversion rate as you would of valuable lead magnet. Another example, this is of my business mentor that I have, I'm in her membership, Carrie Green, who has the FEA FEA Create platform, and that's an all-in-one platform for websites and memberships. She also has FEA Members Club, which is a fantastic membership. So this one was for one of her. So FEA Business Accelerator was a new program she was bringing out, and this one's a great example of just joining the VIP waitlist to find out when it's coming out, to find out more. It's great for Carrie. She's obviously a big name and she has a big following, and most people know how great her programs are. I would, if I was you, I was starting out small, I would add a little bit more to a VIP waitlist pop up, or at least direct them to a kind of like a larger waitlist detailed page. So another example, this is another one, join the waitlist. So why not pop yourself on the list, and we can keep you updated with news, art, business tips, and when the membership will be accepting new members again. So this is a pop-up. So they've got the full sales page, and then this pops up when you click to join the waitlist. Great example of a mock-up that you can use to make it visually appealing. Two other examples. These are from Hello Funnels. They are a great business. So it's Kate McGibbon. Is it McGibbon? Yeah, she's Australian anyway, and she's a lovely lady, very data driven, and I love a lot of her funnel and marketing launching things that she does, and she does really well with opt-in pages and sales pages. She's very good at doing them. So she would be one to have a look at for her sales pages and opt-in pages, for how clear and compelling they can be. So she's got these ones here. So she's got Steal My Simple 5K Funnel Blueprint. She does very well with copywriting as well for these. Okay, so now we're going to go through the live demonstration, walkthrough of setting up an opt-in form using a popular ESP, so email service provider. We're going to set up a opt-in page through Email Octopus. So if we go to landing pages and forms, and we're going to create a landing page. So we're going to start with creating a landing page in Email Octopus. A landing page is more versatile in the sense that you will get a link and you can then share that everywhere. Obviously, a form would be just like a pop-up form, or a form you can embed on your website or another page that you have. I'm not going to do the form part today. I'm going to do the landing page. So we're going to click on landing page. Yes, so save and next. And we're going to select a template we can use. So this is good in the sense that this is the free plan and they still provide you with some templates. Like I've said before, I've got MailerLite. I'm on the free plan with MailerLite, but they do not offer any templates at all. You always have to start from scratch with MailerLite, which is a little bit of a pain. But once you've got one set up, you can keep using that as a template for later. Let's just go with Soul. Okay, so we're going to go with Soul. It's simple. So we want to do the H1. Okay, so we can do it like this. That's fine. It's a little bit different to MailerLite that I use. Okay, we're going to go with one that I've already got up. So then we can look at that instead. Let's have a look at the style settings. Okay, so you can obviously change the settings. Sorry, change the fonts. So you can do default font. What's that done here? That's yeah. So we go with Playfair display. Yeah. And background color. Let's go with that purple. It's close to my brand colors. To be fair, I quite like that. I may just leave that. Okay, discover the art of email list building. Let's just see if I can add this text. It's gonna completely. Okay, not. Oh, that's interesting. And I can't undo that. This is an example then of where you would need to change and edit things. See, I have quite a simple landing page. I think the problem is with this template is it's very limited. So can I settings? Sorry, a sign up landing page I've created for my own business. So I'm just going to walk you through how you would go about editing this. Obviously, this is MailerLite. It's going to be different in other platforms. I did try Email Octopus, but it has set templates that you can use, which is great, but they don't have a start from scratch function, which is what I was going to show you, or a template that would work with what I needed to do. And it didn't quite work that way. It was quite limited with the image for that. Every time you put the text in, it would move the image and distort it, which is not what you want, really. Obviously, if you could play around with it and get it to work with the way you have things set up, then great. My images are set at a certain size that I've had previously. So if I'd known beforehand that Email Octopus does the same thing as what Flowdesk does, because Flowdesk does the same thing, it distorts an image when you put a load of text in. You can do very simple things in Flowdesk and obviously with Email Octopus as well. I would do very simple short text for things. Sorry, for your free lead magnet. Don't put too much. So the forms are great for very short wording. Whereas what I've got here, obviously this is a short wording. It's a paragraph and some bullet points. However, when I try to put it in the Email Octopus form, the Email Octopus landing page, it just completely distorted the image on the right, which is not what you want. Obviously, I've got my image here, so it's a mock-up. Then you got the heading here, and then obviously you have your sign up. Obviously, I'm in the UK, so I need to make sure I put marketing permissions on my sign up forms for GDPR. Then obviously you got your button, grab your free checklist, and it even changes color. So you can have your personal things, and obviously you can make sure you don't get a load of spam. So you can get the I'm not a robot on there as well. So this is what you want. You want something that is short and simple. Obviously, this is very simple. I would prefer to have something a little bit more designed, but I've had to start from scratch from this for this one, and I'm moving it anyway over to another platform for the FEA Create, and that has more templates and things I can play around with, which I like, which are mobile optimized as well. So that's why this was just a quick put together. So obviously you can change the image in here. You can do with MailerLite, you can use the edit button function here. You can duplicate or you can delete it. And then the plus sign, you can just add in something else. So if you want 2 columns of content, so let's say I click on that one. With this, I could write in here, and then I could have images here as well, if I can remember rightly. So you'd have to find a block that would work with it. I was going to put the image in one side and then the other on the other side. Text. See, what I would prefer is to have the image there, text there, or the other way around. But as I said, some do different things than others. Image and content. Here we go. Image and content. Let's have a fiddle with this. So we don't want buttons. We just want the image and text. I can't move that into there, can I? So I'll have to browse. It wants to be that one. Insert. There we go. And then we're going to stick this in up here. There we go. Take this out from here. I know there's an image on here I need to get rid of. Settings. There it is. I need to delete that. I don't want that on there. Get the colour from here. Edit. Background. I want that background on here. Edit. Settings. Background. Oh, it's not that colour I want. More colours. Oh, why are you going green? There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so save that. And then I want to get that colour in there. Text. And it's simple enough to just change things. There we go. And then I can delete that out. Voila, voila. Voila. That looks a lot better. So obviously with opt-in forms and pay and landing pages, you can have a fiddle around and make it look different and see which converts better as well. You could duplicate it and do another one. Obviously with this, it's easy enough to look at. So it's discover art of email. This building, I might do that as like, I always feel like longer text is less visually appealing. So breaking it down into chunks is better. So we've got this here. And then the sign up part. was thinking maybe changing that actually. That colour here. So I feel like that would flow better. Yeah. Flows a little bit better. Obviously this is a bit that you want them to look at and then sign up. I find that's a little bit more appealing. So then I can save that. There we go. Now I have an updated landing page. Obviously with the landing page, you can then change the settings in this. And obviously I would definitely change the settings. Obviously this is MailerLite, so I don't know what it would be in other email platforms. You'd have to check what they do. Things will be different and moving around. So I'm not going to go too in depth on creating these because it'll be different for different platforms that you're using. Just check out tutorials on that certain email service provider you're using when it comes to setting things up. This is just a quick show and tell of how you can use it, the opt-in landing pages that I have already. So obviously you need to make sure that you have your SEO in there. So if you want your landing page to be found, obviously you need to do your title, your keywords, description, and obviously whether you want them to index it on search engine. I don't know why you wouldn't, unless obviously it's a deal that you've got on the go. And then obviously with groups would be what you would call in ConvertKit or Email Octopus's tags. Groups is basically added to a selected group, so that would be a group of people that have come from like this landing page. So it means I can keep track of how many people have come through this landing page and I've signed up for this freebie in particular. Whereas if I have another freebie, I would have them in a separate group coming from that landing page. So I can keep track of who's taken what, who signed up for what. And it also helps them with sending emails out as well, so you can tailor your emails to them. So that is that. We've done our live demo. So some tools and resources. So if you have Shopify, you can use a free form app to create opt-in forms within your store, which is actually separate from your email marketing provider. You can actually send emails through Shopify, through your email marketing provider. So you can get, as far as I'm aware, my client said that you can sign up for email marketing service providers within Shopify and you can get better deals. I don't know how that works. So you'll have to find that out for yourself if you have Shopify. And you can then go into the Shopify Forms app, download the free app onto Shopify, and you can use that to create opt-in forms, pop-ups, banners, and things for your site. If you have WordPress, it's the same thing. You can use a plugin, which is basically like the app on Shopify, and use the Opt-in Monster or Thrive Leads. There are other ones, but I know Opt-in Monster and Thrive Leads are quite popular and they do a good job of it. There's a couple of links there for you if you want them to go check them out. If you have a different website builder that you use for your store, then you'd have to look and see how you can do that online. Just YouTube it, Google, find out how you can add forms onto your site. Obviously, your email service provider will have a way, if you're going into forms and creating the forms part, it'll give you a code that you can then put in the header of your website. There's tutorials out there for adding that in. So task for today is, I forgot to change that to day 4, sorry. Design your own opt-in page using the tools and the best practices discussed, and use your checklist as well that you have for bonus download. Adhere to the proven conversion principles as well, and you'll be on your way to setting up your first funnel. So thank you, and I will see you for Monday's 6th of May, engaging your list from the start. So we'll go through creating a welcome email using the template that I will provide for you, how you can customize it to your business and get that up as well and get your first funnel set up. There we go, and that is it for today. So thank you, and I will speak to you soon.